Thanks so much for joining me with this simple yoga check-in and self-assessment for mind, body, energy to determine how to approach your next practice. Connect with the floor, mat, or seat that you're in. Let gravity do its work as you feel the connection of the part of your body touching the surface that supports you with that surface. Use the 5 senses to connect with the environment around you. Sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. And then bring your awareness to your breath. Feel it entering and leaving the lungs through the nose, if that's available. And begin to bring your awareness to the expansion of the rib cage, a gentle opening and closing, expansion and contraction of the entire torso, beginning with that lower rib cage. And bring your breath to a 1-to-1 ratio. Maybe a count of 4 on each inhale and a count of 4 on each exhale. Find a count that works for you, making it equal in and out. Once you've established this, go ahead and drop 1 count off of each inhale and exhale. So you'll find that if you went from a 4 to a 3, a 3 to a 2, all of a sudden you have to bring in more air a little bit more quickly. If this is too much, go back to the regular breath and allow the heart rate to relax. But if you're still here, feel any shifts in sensations of the body or the mind. Try to stay focused on the breath. Try to stay focused on that full expansion and allow the exhale and contraction to happen naturally, but with intention. Keep going with these shortened inhales and exhales. And then add 1 count to each inhale and exhale. Bring yourself back to balance, and again notice shifts in sensations, namely your heart rate. And take this count, this more comfortable but alert count, into a tabletop. Finding your foundation of wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Look behind you to make sure that your shins are parallel. Make the shoulders broad by pushing into fingertips. And the back strong by pushing down into the toes. If you draw the navel towards the spine, you'll feel the core activate. And feel length between the spine vertebrae, tailbone to crown. Now we're going to roll through some spinal flexion and extension. When you're ready, point the tailbone up, and roll up through the spine, then lifting the crown of the head, the cow. And now point the tailbone down, rolling through the spine, drop the crown of the head into cat. Moving with the breath, find your own rhythm as you do 2 or 3 more cat-cows, beginning with the tailbone, making your way up through the crown. You've done an equal set of both in your own time. Make your way back to a tabletop. Again, finding your structure, your foundation. And we're going to make C curves with the spine, lateral flexion and extension, looking over your right shoulder towards your right hip, Inhaling back through center, and exhale, look over your left shoulder. Point the hip out to the left. You may or may not see it over your side, but continue to breathe through center. Breathe around the side. Just see your spine as a C curve pointing in both directions. Make sure you do an even number on each side. Keep the weight distributed out through fingers and toes. When you've come back to center, find your foundation again and make your way into a child pose. Relaxing onto the thighs as much as you can through the exhale, and then rolling up into a tabletop one more time, distributing weight through fingers and toes. And then you're going to stretch through the left heel, tucking the toe. Stretch through the right heel, tucking the toe. And now we're going to do the left side again. Pushing through the heel, feeling a stretch through the calf, the hamstring, maybe even the low back. And now switch again. Let the breath steady, balance, and relax you into a deeper stretch. Release the right knee. And now when you're ready, push through both toes and hold yourself in a plank for about a breath and a half. Feeling yourself nice and strong from the foundation of your tabletop. And then drop the knees and back into a child pose one more time. Hopefully by now you have a good assessment of your mind, body energy. As you allow the exhales to grow long, you can stay here or come to a more restorative practice if that's what is called for. But if you find you have the energy to come to a livelier practice, I invite you to come up into a squat, distributing weight between toes and hands. And now you're going to push down through the hands and lift through the hips. And exhale as you come back into a squat. A couple more times. Inhale as you lift the hips. Expand through the torso. Exhale and contract. Lower back down. And now inhale back up. Come into a forward fold. Nice generous bend in the knees if you need. And get ready to transition to stand. Ready to pursue with your day. Nice and alert. 2 thumbs up. Thanks for joining us. Namaste.